Okay, I've got my crank off, and it looks in pretty good shape. It's a XT crankset, and I checked my pedals while I had it apart and made sure they were good and tight. Next, time to check the bottom bracket. Just engage my tool in the splines in the bottom bracket, hold it with one hand, and my rule of thumb is to tighten in the direction that the crank rotates. So this side, the crank rotates this way, I'm going to tighten it that way. Let me get that good engaged there, and oh, I'm wrong, it goes the other way. I just loosened it like a dingleberry. Okay, so make sure that's good and tight then. I mean, the fact that it loosens so easy tells me that it needs to be tightened. Wrench slipped. I didn't break it, the wrench slipped. That's the thing about working with these spline wrenches like this. Okay. Now I'll check the other side. Solid as a flipping rock. I like it like that. So I'll pull it, maybe it'll. There we go. Okay. That's as tight as I'm going to get it. And that's with the breaker bar. Now let me get a paper towel. Y'all might recognize this from some of my leather working videos. Clean this off. Now I don't put any oil or grease on it because that could affect the fit of it. But I do want to wipe all the gunk off of it before I put it back together. Because again, you want it clean and you want it to fit good and tight. Okay. And now we'll go ahead and put the crank on. Basically, it's the same kind of thing, except the other way around. Get the chain on there. Now I have the chain there. I want to have the chain on the sprocket, because otherwise I'll trap the chain between the crankset and the bottom bracket. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back in. It's basically the same thing, just the other way around. Put it on, knock it on with the rubber mallet, and then tighten the bolt down. Thought I am. We'll be back. Go ahead and turn the camera on because this is going to be kind of fun. Probably been entertaining watching me try to put my rear wheel back on. I had to take the brake completely apart, or actually completely loose from the frame, to get the tire to go back up in. But like I said, it's a Magura Quicksilver, and it doesn't really have any kind of quick release on it. The rear wheel does. I need to tighten that down a little bit. But the rear brake does not. There is a quick release available for the Magura hydraulic rear rim brakes. I've tried it, but I didn't like it. Okay. Let's put my brake back together now. Gotta make sure it's adjusted so it's in the center of the rim. Oh, where to put my wrenches? There. And go ahead and tighten that bolt down. In fact, let me adjust this thing up a little bit. Hey, how's it going? Okay, here we go. Yep, just makes trail side repairs a little bit more complicated, but you know what? You can't beat these brakes for function. We'll go ahead and snug that down. Okay. We'll put the other side on. And we should be good to go. Now, this side keys off of this side. I'll get that in a second. Because this brace fits over the bolt head on this side. It goes on there. Yeah, the washer goes on the bottom. Isn't this fun? That keys off of this side, and then this bolt goes in here. Cat's playing with a plastic bag over there. Now, I don't use thread lock on these, which that assists in trail side repairs. Just snug down good. Okay, let's get to the other side, make sure he's good and snug. Okay. Okay, there we go. No dragging on there. A little bit drag on that side. That might be because I'm a little crooked. Yeah. Okay, that's better. And that's all good right there. That's better. No dragging. Hit the brakes. Okay. Now, next thing I'm going to do is take some of my lubricant. This stuff is my favorite stuff. And I'm going to lube some spots on the rear derailleur, lube the chain, lube stuff while I'm in the back here. just so my wife doesn't kill me, I'm going to lay down some stuff on the floor here, because when I lube the chain, I try to get it on each of the links. Tell you what, I'll come back for that.